gun or an iron mallet or something?
Now, Max is a 14th level warlock. There's nothing you can do, may as well relax.
The Last Witch Hunter is a movie that came out in 2015. I never saw it in cinema, and I only saw it recently because Dragon really wanted me to see it. She tried to get me to see her copy before, and the whole premise just didn't click with me. But this time I decided to give it a go. It had some decent actors in, so hopefully it wouldn't be as bad as I thought. Well, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I wouldn't say it was good. Now, we tried to be positive in our reviews here. With this film, it looks nice, the effects are decent enough, and most actors give good performances. Vin Diesel is Calder, the Last Witch Hunter. Rose Leslie is Chloe, a witch. Elijah Wood and Michael Caine are called Dolan the 37th and Dolan the 36th, respectively, who are the minders of Calder. They're trying to stop the return of the Witch Queen, who Calder killed 800 years ago. Calder must understand his own memories to learn how the witches are planning to resurrect her in order to prevent the end of the world. The following contains spoilers for the film, and my points may not be 100% cohesive since I scribbled these down after I watched the film. There we go. Now, to reviewing this thing. Number 1. Elijah the Dolan was completely underused. I wanted to see him more. Because it's Frobo. Also, him being a sudden twist villain was crap. I saw no hints toward this. Not to mention, he wasn't seen enough, and the relationship between him and the others wasn't built on enough for this twist to mean anything. Number 2. It feels like you have to pay loads of attention and remember everything for things to make sense. For example, by the time that these magic stones were used to defeat the Witch Queen, I had forgotten that literally the first scene in the modern world had Cole Diesel confiscate them. Also, according to Dragon, the iPad joke with Dolan the Cane was a callback again to the beginning of the film where he had been bought one, but preferred a big thick book. Yeah, I just thought it was a topical joke for the family to giggle at. Number 3. Why Chloe? She seemed such a random choice to begin with and suddenly became really useful and important, even though the film initially set up Elijah as the sidekick as he was Michael Caine 2.0, but nope, Calder goes on his own to find out the mystery of his memory. Literally, Dolan the Cane emphasised that Elijah the Dolan was to be a friend to Calder, but they went on one outing, where he's only there for half the mission and poof, it's all him and Chloe until the climax. Number 4. Too much song and dance looking for the memory via potion when Chloe could have just done the dream walk from the start. I get her character motivation, that is sound. But the film could have focused on them finding the witch's heart after they saw the memory. When they finally discovered the heart still existing, the film had 20 minutes to sort everything else left. That is nowhere near enough time. Number 5. Why can't the characters defeat the monster that incarcerated the witches, known as the Sentinel, easily? Elijah the Dolan and Cole Diesel have seen how it is summoned and comes alive. The fight logically should have been shorter than it was. It felt like tension for the sake of it. Number 6. Why is Max Schleisinger chosen to become the Witch Queen? Literally, why? Did I miss something? Was there something noted at the beginning of the film that I forgot about again?
Dragon interjecting here, it's because he sold out Belial to Calder about where coming to get the Griffin's Hensbane.
The fact that you're saying a lot says a lot. Number 7. Oh, it's Chloe again. She and Calder suddenly get really close for zero reason. He's the reason her bar burns down and her friend dies. Yes, he saves her life and then she saves him, revealing her power, but still, not significant enough bonding. Even as the film stands, her becoming the twist villain would have meant more. Bonding with a witch and then realising they're still the bad guy. I get the feeling they wanted her to be his new love interest in the sequel, even though she's framed as a surrogate kid / a friend in this film. Particularly when you see the ending, where you see the wife and the child walking away. Oh, there's Chloe in the child's position. Yes, love interest in the sequel. Ugh. How is she able to dissuade a guy who wants to die into leaving the heart alone, despite that the betrayal of hiding it was a plot point that hurt him? They've known each other for a few days.
Well, possibly a few days. We don't know how long the time frame is exactly. But it's framed as a few days, so yeah, let's go with a few days.
Thank you, Dragon. Go back to sleep. Number 8. Calder looks awesome with the beard and armour. Modern Calder just looks like a vanilla Vin Diesel. Like, surely his hair would have grown back, you know? I mean, yes, he got burnt to a crisp, but it's been 800 years. All of the posters that show both designs, suck it up. You've seen Modern Calder for nearly all the film. Disappointing. Number 9. Literally, all of the villains are so underdeveloped. The Witch Queen is the best, as there's a lot of build-up on how bad she is, what she'd do to the world and humanity, but she's only seen in action at the start and end of the film. Belial is just weird. Barely appears, and then poof, he's killed. Not to mention he just up and attacks Chloe for seemingly no reason, and then she's somehow saved from his fucking magic. What is that scene? Elijah has no development into being a villain, and is killed off. Alec is shown to be kind of important, since he's incarcerated in the first act, and they enter his dream. But not much is expanded on, and again, he's killed off. You see a bit of a theme here, don't you? They're all dead! Overall, I suppose you see my issues. The story starts strong, meanders, and ends up rushed, which completely destroys the development of the characters that are supposed to be key to the plot. In a sense, there's too much going on with this story that it should have been 2 separate films or a TV serial. Why do I think we need more hours of this painfully meh film? You'd actually have time to be able to have the story beats like in the film, but be able to spend more time in making sure the characters, their motivations, and the plot is better understood. For this film to work, they would have had to remove a lot so they could keep the film focused, like removing Calder and Chloe visiting Daphne, as apart from revealing Chloe's power, that scene did nothing. If Chloe is meant to be the sidekick, then maybe ditch Elijah the Dolan entirely, as sadly he didn't really add a thing to the plot.
The ideas are good, but the film definitely could have been done better. A lot of what Lime said is how I feel about the film as well, especially with Chloe, Elijah the Dolan, and the Witch Queen. I knew the film was flawed, but I thought Lime would appreciate the concept at the very least, like myself.
So if you want to watch this film, it isn't completely a waste, as there are some interesting ideas, but I'm sure your time and money is better spent elsewhere. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Thank you very much. Lime out!